What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the BallGame Podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Tom.
I'm Chris.
I'm Dean.
Whoa, why do we look like that? Why are you smiling?
Sorry.
Much better, Dean
The
Wagner.
heck? I can't smile, bro.
No, you're not allowed to.
Jeez.
What's up, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. You had a podcast off, so I had to abuse you a little bit early on.
I did. I did. It's all right. I had a good time. People were saying I should have stayed there.
I saw that comment.
It is what it is. You know, I'm going to try to, not push any buttons today.
I think I helped out, though. I feel like in your time off, I feel like I got under the people's skin a lot this past week.
You did.
They're turning on me.
I appreciated that you
took the
carried
heat
on.
off you.
And honestly, I'll just let you keep it, dude. I just want to.
Well, I feel like it was fitting that I was in the
Mellow
clown costume for all that bullshit, so they could always use that against me.
The comments were very much like
Yeah,
saying that it was fitting,
yeah.
for sure. That if there was
it was
a,
a
day,
mix, though. It was a mix. Some of them said that, like, the wrong person was wearing the clown costume.
They
That is
definitely
true.
did.
So,
They were referencing me being
Yeah.
a
yeah,
clown.
they're definitely starting to turn on me a little bit. It is what it is.
I'm going to inject my 2 cents. That's okay.
As you should. As you should.
I think Super Bowls, as important as they are, the most important thing in football, arguably. It's way more of a team effort to win a Super Bowl than it is to win an MVP. Would you disagree?
No, it is.
For sure, right? Lamar has had 2 official MVPs, played way better than Josh Allen in the year that he won his MVP.
Made first team All-Pro.
Therefore, in my eyes, having 3 MVP seasons, Eli having how many of those? Maybe 0?
Yeah, maybe.
Eli's had 2 elite playoff runs. Flowers to him. He won 2 rings for that effort, but winning MVPs takes a continuous 16 to 17 game of being elite, which Eli never was throughout his entire 20-year career, or whatever it is, 16 years, however long he played. And those are just the facts. Lamar, his peak is way higher than Eli's peak will ever be, was ever, of being elite at football.
Okay, may I ask you a question? What is the one thing that every franchise wants to do?
So here's where you got me. You're saying franchise, right?
Okay, and ready? So here's the second thing that I'll use from BallGame.
Okay.
Is it not a necessity that you need someone playing at a top 5 quarterback level to go and win a Super Bowl?
No.
For the first time this year
No.
was the exception
Okay.
to the rule.
Well, so the answer is no.
But we've established that, though, that it's that's a wording at a top 5 level, not
Yeah.
Be a top 5 quarterback.
Right. Like although I take Lamar, I acknowledge Eli was playing at a top 5 level in those playoff runs, 100%. You can't argue that.
Yeah, I just look at it as what every team wants to do is win a Super Bowl. If Eli does not play at the level that he did, they don't win those 2 Super Bowls. They don't get there. And I value winning a Super Bowl and playing your best in the biggest moments over going out there and winning multiple MVPs and coming up short in the biggest games of your career.
As a fan, yeah, but if we're building...
In terms of legacy, yes, that's what I'm saying. 2 Super Bowls legacy-wise with the 2 greatest, you could argue
So
the
who's
2
better,
greatest. playoff
Eli or Dan Marino?
Dan Marino, obviously.
Okay.
He had better statistics
Dan Marino
for
never
the regular
won
season. That's why
Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl.
if Lamar does this for 20 years, 15 to 20 years, yes, he's greater all time than Eli Manning. He has played for 8 seasons so far. I'm not going.
And every single one of them has been better than what Eli's done. Every single one.
He has never won a Super Bowl. He has never played above average in the playoffs. He has never stepped up in the biggest moments when he's needed to. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are the standard of the AFC. Every time he plays them, he comes up short.
The best receiver that Lamar's ever had in his carear is 5'9" Zay Flowers.
But when you have a top 5 defense every single year, and
though, because like your argument is he folds, he's not a playoff riser, yada yada. Eli playoff riser, greatest playoff runs. But then you just said if he does this for more years, you'll take him, no doubt. But, like, if he does what he does now, he still will be a playoff choker, a playoff jar. Like, what changes?
Like, right.
Part of legacy is longevity.
I'm not going to go out on a limb and say Lamar's going to win a Super Bowl because chances are, like, to me personally, this is just my opinion. He probably won't.
He's more likely to not win one than he is to win.
Right. But if he does this for another 4 or 5 years, then that's it.
If he does it for 5 to 10
he doesn't win
more
another
years.
MVP. It's just, I mean, at this point, probably be really hard for Lamar to win another MVP. But
play at a top
perennial
3 or 4.
top 5 quarterback, top 3 quarterback.
And that's it.
Whatever,
Yes.
Wins? Okay. All right. That's fair, in my opinion.
Yes, absolutely. Because part of legacy is longevity.
Sure. Okay.
So,
I mean, it's 7 years of being.
I don't mind that. That's fine.
Second or third best quarterback in football.
yes, but the quarterback position is one where you can play significantly longer.
As long as it's not end all be all, Eli has more Super Bowls, and that's it.
Absolutely not.
As long as that's not the case, because it shouldn't be, then that's fine by me.
That's where I'm at.
The
Longevity
way you
needs
came
to.
across when I was watching last week is not that sentiment. You kind of like have chilled out on that idea.
It
No,
was almost a week ago.
it was that. But that's
No, it was. I'm just saying that's not what I like.
No, I agree.
It's not what
I agree.
The reason why I wanted to say my piece is because that's not what you implied a week ago, which is fine. You could think about
Well,
it.
no. Well, first of all, no, I'm not backing or retracting my statement.
I didn't say you
today.
were.
No, I know, but as of today, if Lamar were to retire, was where we were kind of at with that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
As of the accolades today, Eli Manning, bar none, should be higher in terms of legacy-wise in the NFL than Lamar Jackson.
It's not bar none though. It's
That's
really not.
my opinion, though, on it.
Okay,
That is
never
my-
mind then. My bad.
No, but that's
my bad. I actually take back everything I'll ever say.
No. I'm not. When I say that's my opinion, I'm saying it in the bar none sense. Like, that's where I'm at, obviously. Like, with you, I'll argue the whole, like, sentiment. I understand that there is an argument as to why Lamar Jackson should be over Eli Manning, but I'm saying in my mind, it's crazy talk because, like, I value different things than obviously you guys do in this sense. So, if Lamar were to do this at a top 5 quarterback level every single year for the next 5 to 10 years, absolutely he should be ranked higher. I don't think that's a doubt. But part of your legacy is your longevity. If he were to retire today, he's played 8 years in the NFL.
What if like this season he makes it to like an AFC championship? Does that change your mind a little bit? Like how far does he have to go in a short amount of time?
I wouldn't even have a problem with these conversations if it wasn't for him oftentimes coming up short in these games. That's the thing. Like Josh Allen always steps up in these biggest moments too. It's not his fault necessarily. Not always, but way more than Lamar Jackson has. He's went toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes, and unfortunately he hasn't won, but it's been the letdown of everything around him. Lamar Jackson has, time and time again, we've witnessed, been the reason that his team could not pull out victories in the playoffs. Which
That's
is
a reason.
You turn the ball over a couple times, that's part of the problem. You can't do that in the playoffs. You can't put up more than 14 points in the playoffs. That's kind of part of your problem.
I agree with that.
I'm not disagreeing with this point.
I just think
It's not about that.
there's a line, right? Like, it's almost like I'm a Jalen Hurts guy, and I value winning from the quarterback position. That's super important to me. There's a reason why Jalen Hurts will never cross that line of me taking him over Lamar or Josh, even though he's won and those guys haven't. Like, there's just a line. Like this isn't Justin Herbert,
Right.
who's actually, like, in your words, for Lamar, accomplished nothing. Like, Justin Herbert is a guy who's literally accomplished nothing.
Yeah.
And gets boosted up in certain conversations that he shouldn't be in. Like,
He's-
Lamar
'cause he's
isn't.
6'6" and handsome.
Right. Lamar hasn't accomplished nothing. Like, there's just a line
Yeah.
with it for me.
I agree.
No, that's fair, and I get it.
Right. MVPs hold weight. I
They
really
no,
like
they definitely
for like
do. When I said
100%, and it's just different. It's just because if those seasons that Eli was winning Super Bowls, like he was in All Pro conversations and he was like having a great year, throwing for 4,000, like
Well, no, he threw for 4,000 a bunch of times.
a lot.
He almost got 5K. Yeah.
having.
He's
I'm
like
just
80
saying
yards
having
short,
his best
yeah. No, I
seasons
agree.
in those
Yeah,
years. It would be different, but he wasn't. Like he was bringing, 9-win Giants teams to the Super Bowl, which, like, granted, great thing that you did. You had 2 4-game runs that will be remembered forever, but that doesn't mean that you're better than Lamar Jackson at all.
Yeah. Obviously, part of it is probably a little bit of bias. Having witnessed it, having been in New York and being a big Eli guy, I'm sure.
Where do we draw the line?
But also, as a Giant fan, I have a different perspective on it because I've watched year over year, and a lot of people like to blame things on Eli. A lot of it is our roster construction year over year. Never gave Eli a shot, but Lamar Jackson has been given time and time again these stacked rosters that you can't say otherwise. You cannot say otherwise. People are starting to retract that statement now because it fits their argument. I hate that. Jackson.
This season in particular was not a stacked roster, obviously.
Obviously, yes. But in years past, they have been 13-4, 14-3. They've been top 5 defense in the NFL. One of the best run games, him being a big part of that, obviously. Elite offensive lines.
And then he runs into Josh Allen and Tom Brady in the playoffs. Listen, he's not playing the best, but Eli Manning was going up against who?
Tom Brady.
Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady?
You know what I'm saying?
Aaron Rodgers.
To get to the Super Bowl.
Drew
you know
Brees,
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I know Eli Manning went toe-to-toe with Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I know that.
No, I'm answering your question. I just told you. Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. You had the San Francisco 49ers that were one of the best rosters in the entire NFL.
Who's their quarterback?
Alex Smith, bro. But regardless, don't act like Lamar hasn't fucking.
You're calling him better than Lamar all time, and you're bringing up Alex Smith. It's like, okay.
Well, he brought up Tom Brady,
Lamar
and you said it doesn't count.
Yeah,
I didn't say it doesn't count. I'm just saying to get to the Super Bowl.
What is this argument right now? Lamar Jackson has only beaten bad quarterbacks in the fucking playoffs. He's only beaten inferior opponents in the playoffs. He has never beaten one of the great quarterbacks in the NFL. That's a terrible argument. Because Eli has gone up against head-to-head with some of the best quarterbacks of all time.
I agree. Lamar's been bad.
And dog-walked him.
No, I agree with that.
So.
I agree.
That's where I'm at. But I get it. I understand the argument. Obviously, when I said accomplished nothing, I was obviously just in the heat of the moment. 2 MVPs is amazing, but I value Super Bowl MVPs more than I value regular MVPs.
You change the game.
Yeah, you lose me there, too.
You value Super Bowl MVPs more than MVP?
Yes.
So, like, Ken Walker's MVPs weighted more than, like, Josh Allen's?
I mean, in terms of, like...
Like what?
Like, but that's not how I don't mean it that way.
I also feel like you just... Like, where was this for Jalen Hurts? Where was this for Jalen Hurts? That's where you lose me.
Well...
Like, that's what I say, because I have my line, and that's where I'm trying to be consistent with it, to where, like, Lamar is a special case to where there's a line where... the winning almost doesn't matter, and right. I've been consistent with that. You know what I mean? Like, if winning is everything to you, why weren't you up here defending Jalen Hurts time and time again?
I mean, I could simply say that because the statistical difference between Eli's playoff runs and Jalen Hurts' playoff runs, the load that Eli had to carry was different than the load that Jalen Hurts had to carry on his back. Like, Eli had to throw for 350 and 3 or 4 touchdowns to go win those playoff games. Jalen Hurts, I mean, we all watched. I respect the hell out of the fact that he wins playoff games, comes up big in the biggest moments, but, like, he's not having to do what Eli was doing every single playoff game to drag his team to a victory. So that's where the difference in those two comes in. Yeah. So
it's just confusing why Eli couldn't play well on a regular basis.
He also was never really given the teams. He always had bad offensive lines.
Post Super Bowl, their offensive line was horrendous every year.
And he actually had he was playing his best football.
Yeah.
As he was getting older with bad offensive lines and stuff. And man, like I'll never forget.
Also many times where like he just came up short in the regular season.
True.
And just didn't play well.
I'm sure, but I don't know.
I'm sure you know.
I mean, I'm sure of every quarterback ever comes up short. Every quarterback ever comes up short. I just, like I said, again, I've witnessed more in terms of watching my team fail him over him failing my team.
I'm sick of that. The two of you. Because he tried to do this the other day about my team. I promise, bro, I'm watching the Giants too, bro. I promise, bro. I'm watching and I'm seeing. Stop with that. I'm sick of that. We're not doing that anymore. I'm drawing the line. That's not the argument. It's my team, so I know best. That's a bad argument. It's our job to analyze the sport. We all analyze and watch and.
No, that's
but he's watching the Giants closer than you are.
I absolutely am.
I'm watching the Jets closer than all you guys are.
Yes, but like that's not the argument of I know more. I don't like that one.
No,
I don't like that.
No, but I'm providing you
like we're all available to the same.
You watch the Dolphins more than I do.
100%.
Okay.
100%. I do, but
no. But here's my thing though.
Like I'm definitely in tune with that shit. Like the Dolphins, like what they're doing in free agency and shit. I'm sure I'm more in tune with it than you guys are.
But you know every down to the 46th guy in the roster. Like you know what that guy's about. I
agree, but it's just not like we're here having a heated debate. Like fuck your argument because this wasn't the wording, but like. Fuck your argument. I'm a fan, so I know more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all available. Like, the same resources are available. Like, I'm aware of what you're like. Just because I'm not a Giant fan, I'm aware that the offensive line sucked for Eli Manning. Like, I don't have to be a Giant fan to acknowledge that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
I was especially the New York teams. That's not fair because I'm not a fan, but like. It's here.
Right, I'm not a Jet fan, but my brother texts me all day.
Right, like it's here. You know what I mean? Like I know what's going on.
Nah, I get it. I don't know. There's just like certain things that when I do talk about the Giants, it's like, say for example, this past season, the best narrative for me to use is like people think the Giants' offensive line sucks, and then it's like, no, you didn't watch the Giants clearly because the Giants' offensive line was very, very good this year. So. That's not part of the problem. So yeah, no,
I agree with that, but it's not even watching too either, though. Like it's a very quick fucking ESPN. Go look at fucking
100%
pass block win rates. You know what I'm saying? Like especially the New York sports, bro. I have fucking Twitter notifications on from all the beat reporters for the New York. But like I keep in tune with that because that's part of our job as New York sports content creators is to know the New York sports.
Yeah.
That's part of my job. As not a fan, I have to be in touch with the New York sports, even though I don't want to be. I have to know what's going on with the Knicks at all times because that's a big talking point for us. The Giants is always going to be a big talking point for us. I have to know that shit. That's part of our... Me knowing the Giants is more important than me knowing the Cincinnati Bengals. You know what I'm saying?
True. Definitely.
For us, for what we do.
Also,
for most people.
Right. You just talk about it growing up because
that's what I'm saying. It's in our face. So I didn't like that one.
No. Okay. So
I'm banning that.
Just to say, anyways, we're all.
I don't know. Were you watching week 18? The Jets play the Bills with Brady Cook playing quarterback.
I didn't watch the full game, but
all right. Just saying. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
But again, if we had a topic on Brady Cook's performance against the Bills that we had to get up here and talk about, I'd do my homework. I'd be prepared.
Or I'd sit here and shut my mouth.
We all pay for our business. Our business pays for us to have the condensed games.
Yep.
Shout out the business. Shout out.
I'm still paying for that on my own.
So am I. But we bought one BallGame.
Hold up.
I think I'm signed into Matty J's.
I still use that.
I bought it for the year. Yeah, I bought it for the year on my own, and
Yeah.
then we decided to get it for BallGame.
Wow, so I should cancel mine?
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, PFF. I'm on his account.
Yeah, I still forgot to cancel.
I made
my
a BallGame PFF.
I know.
too, right?
I know. Yeah. I
I
have my own of
So do I.
that Why are we paying for it? What the hell?
I'm not paying for
We
any
have
of it.
perception too. I'm
We
pretty
do.
sure. too,
Yep.
yeah.
I still.
What?
Yeah.
They don't
I don't know
update
what that
that shit though.
Wow.
Not consistently enough.
BallGame's
So
leveling up, bro.
Yeah, no, BallGame. That's what I'm saying, though. BallGame has
perks.
all the resources to know what's going on.
Wow. We even have Sunday Ticket.
We even have
We
Sunday.
even
Ticket.
have
Sunday
Sunday
I could put Brady Cook in the corner of my screen if I wanted to.
Wow.
We got it.
But
We got it good.
we
bro.
will not be doing that, though.
No. But yeah, that's just my piece on that argument.
I had a tough time yesterday having to answer to people because they're Giants fans, so they know more than me.
Oh, they
St.
were-
Patrick's Day parade.
Oh, they're asking you about Giants stuff?
Everyone,
Like what?
everyone who
What's-
said anything
what's the
about
question?
No, the Lamar and Eli thing.
Oh, they were giving
Everyone
shit?
who said something about the pod, that was what they said to me.
Okay.
Antonio Sainz, though, known Giant fan, he agreed
Yeah.
with me. He said, "I understand, Chris." I said, "I know." Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Who do most Giants fans want them to take? Not that this is where I probably shouldn't do this. Never mind. We'll
you
see.
can. It's fine.
Who do most Giants fans want the Giants to take in the draft? Is it Caleb Downs?
Downs.
Sonny Styles.
There's a lot of Sonny Styles fans out there now.
Which you'll get either one of those, which is fantastic.
Possibly. That's no guarantee.
I would chalk it up to say it is.
Mendoza's 1, and then 2 through 4 is kind of anyone's guess at this point. But
Nah, Cardinals are going O-line.
You think so? For
I
sure?
think
I think they.
it's a foregone conclusion. Yeah,
Even then, there's...
unless they trade back, it's possible.
Yeah.
So then, like, Tennessee and...
I think
and the
even
Jets.
Tennessee's probably going edge. Like they're probably going to take Ruben Bain
Think so,
or
too.
Reese if he's available. I think the Giants are pretty safe with.
I don't
either
think
It's
it's
tough. I saw Brett Coleman talking about this because he was at the combine this past week. It's a strange draft because the best players aren't at valuable positions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Across the whole draft board, too.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
even
yeah.
going down the draft
Yep.
board, but especially with those two guys at the top.
And
like,
obviously, we're talking about like we were talking about dynasty before even the receiver prospects are a little whacked out. Like Carnell Tate's great. After that, like Mekhi Lemons, like his physical traits are so whack, and after those interviews, bro.
Oh, God. I don't
Who wants
think
to
I
deal
draft
with that?
him. I'm not drafting
He's a
him.
little weirdo,
Oh, I
but
didn't even see any of that.
he's like
it's not nice.
he's like look like
He
man,
dead-
I'm
no,
the
he
best
dead-ass
receiver in the league,
answered.
man. Like I'm like whoa.
He
But,
dead
like,
ass answers questions like
he's a super villain, bro.
he's George Pickens 2.0. is
Like,
what is what it looks like.
Yeah, except he's slow and small and not strong.
How fast did he run on
Can't
the 40?
Like a 4.5.
All right, bro. 4.5 gets it done.
Not when
How
you're
tall is he?
5'9".
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
5'9", 4'5" is.
You're not a fan of Mekhi Lemon, I see.
People are
And
comping him
respect
to,
Jordan Tyson, bro.
People are comping him to Amon-Ra. But like to me, there's only one Amon-Ra. Like these guys don't grow on trees.
Well, Amon-Ra went in the 3rd round, so
Yeah.
nobody expected
Well,
him.
I would argue the reason why a guy like Mekhi Lemon is even relevant in the 1st round is because of Amon-Ra paved the way for that kind of archetype of player. You know.
I guess.
Oh, yeah, and there's like a bunch of them too, though. Like just different players, but like the slot archetype.
It's
is,
like a new
yeah,
new wave football.
yeah. I mean, Lemon was a guy though who was never going to test well with the Like I don't know if anyone went into the combine expecting him to test well. I
No,
guess it
he
was worse
wasn't.
than anticipated, but
It was worse than anticipated, and then he also, no one knew what his personality was like. It was a little disappointing.
That shocked a lot of people for sure. I'm
I
sure
don't
he's
know,
a
it
nice
didn't-
guy.
He didn't say anything
I
like.
didn't say anything wild.
Like if it's about the way he like it was funny, but like I'm not drafting him because it's not like he said anything crazy. It's not George Pickens where he's getting up there and trying to act like fucking NBA young boy. Like he talked about how much he loves football. Genuinely, that's the clip that's trending. Like I love football and I count myself
Yeah.
to Amon-Ra St. Brown, basically. Like
He's just weird.
yeah, it was a little strange.
It's like if
but-
Juice WRLD played football.
I guess that's one
Juice
way to
WRLD
put
played
it.
football.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. And respect Jordan Tyson, bro. That's the best receiver in the draft right there.
Even though Carnell Tate's probably going to go before him.
Yeah. Those Ohio State boys, bro. They never fail, I guess. So, but yeah, no, that's where I'm at as a Giant fan.
He's another one too, though, because he ran a 4.5. People
Yeah,
are
but-
like shocked by it.
Yeah, I'm
It's like,
surprised
bro, like,
that
what?
He's big though, isn't he?
He's
like
6'4".
6'2",
Yeah,
6'3",
no one
yeah.
like
He's
if
6'4",
you went
yeah.
into this week thinking like Carnell Tate was gonna run some like sub
4.3,
4.4 or something like that, like you just weren't watching.
Yeah.
I think people are just surprised because of how well everybody else, like, this is like the greatest physically gifted draft class ever.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually.
not necessarily good football players, but we have the greatest athletes to ever come out in a draft
Sonny
class.
Styles is a freak.
Freak. Arvell Reese is a freak.
Yeah.
These guys are nuts. So, like, and
Tight
then
ends.
I mean,
fucking
Kenyon Sadiq and
crazy.
Eli
Oh.
Stowers, like, what the fuck?
The-
Even
the
fucking
quarterback out of,
Jason's boy, Cole Payton.
Yes, Cole Payton tested incredibly well. I mean,
the quarterback that ran a 4.3. Who is that? 6'6".
Taylon Green, I think.
yeah. Not that anybody's really
He's
gonna
6'6"
take-
and ran a 4.3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6'6", 230, ran a
Christ.
4.37,
He's a quarterback.
and jumped, I think, 43.5 inches.
Yeah.
He can't throw the ball.
Vertical.
He can do.
Naturally.
Kid from
Naturally.
Tennessee too, another 6'5" receiver, ran like sub 4, like basically
It's
4.3. What do you run like 4.34? The kid from Tennessee,
Insane.
6'5", like.
Good God.
No, actually, the
He'll
most
suck.
physically gifted draft
Yeah.
class
Oh,
ever.
so because that's just
Dante
what the
Thornton,
Tennessee
welcome.
receivers do. Yeah, Jalen Hyatt, Blake golf winner.
Bro, the safeties were running like 4.3s and shit too. It was just
crazy.
like insane, top to bottom, insane. So, yeah, I mean, speaking of the draft, we're gonna continue our off-season plans for all teams in the NFL. Today we have the AFC and the NFC North divisions. That was a little extra conversation to start this whole thing off.
Just
People
we had
enjoy
to,
it.
yeah, for sure. That was our biggest clip on social media and on all platforms. So a lot of people enjoyed that conversation. So, we brought it to the long form. So, all right, I found there to be nothing interesting about these two divisions, to be quite honest, in what I did in their off seasons. We just talked about the Ravens. So, which one of us did have the Ravens? I forgot
had the
about that.
Ravens.
Let's get it started with that team that we were just talking about. Let's see what Lamar Jackson and the Ravens offseason looks like.
Alrighty. So for the Ravens, let me just get my screenshots here. Nothing really exciting. No blockbuster trade or anything. Couldn't really free up much money. I mean, restructure. Actually, I restructured Lamar and Justin Madubuike, and I just made some filled in the gaps. I traded Trenton Simpson for the 78th pick in the draft. I re-signed Dramont Jones, brought in Luke Fortner for the interior O-line because Tyler Linderbaum's probably going to walk, and Daniel Falele, is that how you say his name? Is the worst offensive lineman to ever grace a football field. So I got Fortner, I got Josh Jones. I brought back, how do you say his name? Owe? Odafe Owe. Yeah.
Well, they traded him this offseason.
Yeah. Oh, they traded him? I mean, it's Minter, though. He just played with Jesse Minter.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. Maybe he comes back to play with Minter.
That's a good point, actually.
I like that.
DeMarco Jackson, a linebacker from Chicago. He played well when he was out there. Brought back Chidobe Uzie. So, again, just, it's the Ravens. They, as bad as they were last year, they don't have as many holes as you think. And then in the draft, I went with Avion Terrell at 14. Feel like, I know I drafted him somewhere else, but feel like he's that guy. When they drafted Kyle Hamilton, everyone was like, that's a Ravens pick. I feel like it's the same thing here. I feel like he's a can't miss guy. He's gonna hit. Zion Young at edge in the second round. Drafted Jacoby Lane and Michael Trigg in the third. So
it's a damn good draft.
Good draft,
yeah.
I don't think the Ravens are letting Tyler Linderbaum walk.
I agree.
No.
I don't think so. I think they'd be anything could happen, but they can't. They can't afford to let him walk. With how bad the guards played this year, you need him back. He needs to come back.
I saw that they offered him a record-setting number for centers. Yeah, upwards of $20 million.
Oh, so, yeah, he's not
I feel
walking.
like that's crazy.
It's a lot
of money for a center. Creed Humphrey, for reference, $18 million a year.
Yeah.
Right. I get that they need him. But do you need him for over $20 million a year? I feel like the answer is probably leaning towards no. That's steep. That's so
I think it's a lot of money.
It's steep. It is. It's just
you get 2 offensive linemen for that money.
Literally.
Honestly.
Right. Quality offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Instead, you were giving a center.
Center too. If you sign a quality center, you're not gonna break the bank.
No. Yeah. No.
Yeah, but he's the type of guy who could be the best at the position.
I just think if you give him north of 20, he's not could be. He's got to be the best.
Has to be the best. Yeah.
Has to be.
I mean, he was incredible 2 years ago. He probably was the best in the league 2 years ago. Then this year, he kind of
fell off a little bit.
But I think that's
sucked in pass pro.
I think that's just in part to the 2 guys next to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You bring him back and you do something. Falale won't be back, obviously. No. He was so terrible for them. Yeah. So, you do something there. Linderbaum should be fine. Also, they don't have a lot of money that they're, they have to spend elsewhere to where, they can't afford to bring him back.
I thought about going for, Mike Evans, but I
think that makes a lot of sense for them.
Yeah. I don't know.
They've been trying for so long, right?
They're another team that do that shit.
Big body receiver.
Yeah.
They're another team that always do that. End of prime receivers or after prime receivers.
If I wasn't so
D-Hop was really good for them.
I brought back
D-Hop too.
He just doesn't have a lot. They didn't use him that much. He also clearly doesn't have a lot left in the tank. No. But as a situational guy, I thought he was incredible. Honestly,
I brought him
really
back,
good. Some big moments.
If I wasn't so confident in Tyreek going back to the Chiefs, I could totally see him being a Raven. If he doesn't go to the Chiefs, I think he's a Raven.
I think those are the 2 teams too.
Yeah.
So a guy like Tyreek
Evans makes a lot of sense.
I think so too.
I like him in Buffalo.
Could Tyreek sign almost like a minimum?
Yeah.
He's still getting paid.
Could,
for
but he
Dolphins,
won't.
Right? He won't.
He absolutely will not.
Yeah, no.
No shot.
From what I've seen, it's in the 14 to 18 range for 1 year.
That's not insane.
No,
I would take Tyreek.
He's coming off torn ACL. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's. Yeah.
I
think a 1 year deal, as long as you address the other things you need to address, a 1-year deal. I'll give you as much money as you want. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
pretty
'Cause
much.
it's off my books after.
Right.
next
If
year.
you're the Chiefs, you do that.
Yes. If you're the
100%.
Chiefs, you sign Tyreek. I would steer far clear of Tyreek Hill if I'm any other team in the NFL, probably.
I would go for Evans if I was the Ravens, though. I think Ravens, like Bills, I think they're going to be in the Mike Evans market for sure.
Bills are a great one. I like that.
Yeah.
I like them
Talk about
drafting
Mike Evans
Jalen Lane.
landing spots all day, huh?
What happened?
I like drafting Jalen Lane. Like
Yeah,
that.
I don't like. I say it every episode like that we do this. I'm not too well versed, but from what I've seen, he's like one of those
He's a big
body guy, right? Yeah.
The thing with Jalen Lane is he's risen recently because everyone's watching Mekhi Lemon.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So
Yep.
like he kind of sticks out.
And then that kid stole his cleats, right? Out of his locker. You didn't see that?
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some like recruit
Yeah.
came to USC and jacked all this stuff.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's fucking wild. But yeah, I don't hate it. I think it's solid.
I didn't bring back Likely either.
You didn't? Okay.
No,
Like,
drafted
he's gonna
Trigg.
get
He's gonna get a bag.
Yeah,
I-
that's what I think. I think he's just gonna get
Steer
more money.
clear of that.
Yeah.
Smart. Let him walk, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna get paid way too much.
Overrated.
Especially because they paid Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no reason to pay two tight ends.
Well,
like
Mark
No.
is cooked, bro.
that. Mark is cooked.
Mark
They shouldn't have
sucks.
done that. They probably should have just waited for Likely, but what are you gonna do?
Mark is so cooked. He is.
Likely doesn't move me, bro. I don't know. I've seen someone put out like a tweet about it. Like he's just not that good. Like his yards per route run, like in his career, is like damn near less than 1,
Oh my god.
which is really bad.
Yeah.
Like
my
it's
God.
really bad. Like he'd never played more than 50% of snaps. Like obviously because they had Mark, but like,
yeah.
like
I think
his
he
target
can do
share
more.
when he was on the
I think he-
field
yeah,
was
I
never like anything great. Like I don't know.
The idea of him.
He
is
and
better.
he's gonna get paid a lot of money. Like
That could be true too. That the idea of him is better.
that's
than,
kind of where I
yeah.
land with him.
Yeah.
Like
I
he's a
can
cool
see- I can see
player.
that.
Yeah, I still think he's a good player.
He's perfect in his role as a second tight end.
Yeah.
I think he could be
Can
a more featured part of an offense. I don't think he's like a number 1 or a number 2 option, but I think he could be a more featured
I
part of an
agree.
offense. They barely used him, like barely. But whenever they did throw him the ball, good things happened for the most part. So
That fourth down play that we witnessed,
yeah, I was fucking nuts, bro.
that was nuts.
That was nuts.
Yeah, you can make a big play.
But yeah, so I think it's a solid offseason.
Yeah, I would like them to make a splash at wide receiver, but I don't know. They just never do.
They get the washed guys.
Yeah, or they pay Rashad Bateman.
Yeah,
They literally do get all the washed receivers.
I heard Marlon Humphrey is gonna be back.
I thought about cutting him, and then I was like, I don't think they're gonna cut him. But
Why are you so
Yo,
mad he's getting the job?
he
bro?
I hate
sucks.
Marlon Humphrey.
he sucked.
I hate Marlon Humphrey. Oh
'cause he
my
talks a lot
god,
on
bro.
Twitter?
He doesn't stop talking, bro.
He does
He's
talk
not
a
that
lot.
guy.
He was also awful last year. Like he
He
was.
talks like he's some god, bro. Like you're not, bro. Oh my god.
He hasn't
Fuck.
been really good in a few years, actually.
No.
You pissing me off.
been a
No, he
couple
was really good 2 years ago
Yeah.
when they when their
Moved him
defense
into the
was the
slot.
worst ever, and then like the second half of the year was like the best ever. He
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
phenomenal. But fuck him. Fuck him. I hate Marlon.
You are a big Marlon Humphrey hater
Just
for no reason.
Not fun.
But yeah, I feel like the Ravens just fix up the interior O line. They're gonna draft a secondary guy that's gonna be an All Pro one day. If it's not Avion Terrell, it'll be someone else. That's
Yeah.
just what they do.
That's what they do.
So they'll
We
be
also
fine.
had a home run draft last offseason too, and those
Yeah.
guys didn't really contribute. So like hoping those guys kind of Starks and Green take a step forward too could be huge for them. So yeah,
Who'd you have?
the Bengals. This was a interesting one. Didn't really do much. The Bengals, it's kind of just like hope they hit their draft picks because they don't have much available to them. I restructured Joe Burrow just to like free up some money for this year. I extended Dax Hill and DJ Turner. That's just like the rumblings I've heard. They're trying to get that done with the two of them. I franchise tag Trey Hendrickson. It's not likely that happens from what I've seen, but also like I'm in the shoes of the GM. We'd be stupid not to tag him and then look to trade him. Staying consistent with my rebuilds, I tagged and traded him to the Carolina Panthers for a third-round pick. I think that's fair. I think maybe you could get a little bit more than a third-round pick, but I don't think you're getting a second right now. Carolina obviously extends him after the trade. Free agency brought back Joe Osai, Dalton Rinzer, Cam Taylor-Britt, and then we brought in Luke Fortner and Danico Autry is just like a depth edge piece. Not much.
That's Band-Aids on bullet wounds.
We have, after doing that, we literally have no money left.
Yeah.
So, like, I spent all the money I could.
Yeah.
Terms of the draft, though, I thought we had a good draft. So, at pick 10, we were kind of talking about this before the show. The site we use gets a little weird with the draft. Caleb Downs and Sonny Styles were available to me. They're not going to be there at pick 10, so I went a different direction. I don't think we need him in terms of positional value, but just best player on the board. I took Mansour Delay in the corner from LSU. I think if he's there at 10, he's probably the best player on the board, and you just can't not draft him. I know we just extended the 2 corners and brought back Cam Taylor-Britt, but sometimes you just got to go best player available.
Yeah.
Took Anthony Hill in the second round, the linebacker from Texas. I think that fills a need for them at off-ball linebacker. And then we took Eli Stowers in the 3rd round. Again, do the Bengals need tight end? Probably not. They should be looking elsewhere, but when the best player is available, you kind of got to draft him. Eli Stowers had a great combine, and then we took Anthony Lucas in the with the extra 3rd round pick, the edge from USC. Hopefully he could be something. And Bud Clark, safety from TCU, in the 4th. This Bengals
are going to fucking suck again.
They suck.
I thought I did the best I could.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I
Yeah.
would have loved to, like, draft more edge guys early, but that's not the way the board fell for me. So.
Yeah, they're not going to be a good football team next year again.
No.
They still don't have an O-line. They don't have a defense. The 2 corners are good, but well, DJ Turner was really good last year.
Yeah, I mean, the secondary, especially with the draft pick and the kid from LSU, like, secondary is going to be great, but that shit don't matter if you can't get pressure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Best pass rushers. I mean, maybe Shamar Stewart takes a step up, but
Can't stop the run either.
no.
Known great organization historically, Cincinnati Bengals.
I mean,
so
They literally tried to not pay their 1st round pick last year.
yeah. I mean, and then
the
Trey
offense should be fine if they're healthy, but
Burrow, Jamar, yeah.
defense just leaves a lot to be desired.
They probably shouldn't have paid T.
No.
No,
definitely not.
Yeah, everyone knew that was a bad decision, though.
Yeah.
Literally
There
everybody.
was just no reason to do that.
They could still trade him.
Sure.
I don't see why they wouldn't,
they get-
honestly.
They probably take on a lot of dead money if they do.
Do they have to, though?
Probably.
I think so.
Like, especially this early in a new contract, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, the team that they trade him to is not going to want to, like, take that shit.
But,
That's why a team would trade for him, since they're going to,
Get him.
Bengals are going to eat, yeah.
Yeah.
and the Bengals historically,
I guess it
like
depends on
saving
the pick
money.
return, right? Like,
if you could get a 1st for T, I'm sure they'll do it. But, like,
you'll never get a
you're
first
not
pick.
getting a
So
1st
first
for
round
T,
pick for T. Higgins,
especially
yeah.
with the new contract.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, you can get a 5th for T and probably have them take the money.
No, because, like, well, that'd be terrible. If they did that, that might even be worse than giving him the contract in the first place, honestly.
Why? If you can clear it?
5th, and
Yeah, but you clear the money. You're clearing the money.
you
It's
still
not
have
about
to
the
eat
picks.
some of it. That's the thing. Like, no matter what, you have to eat it.
Is that true?
Yeah.
No matter what, you have to.
If you trade a guy like this early in their contract, I'm 99% sure, like, a lot of
I'm pretty
I
sure
feel like
too.
it depends on. You could like.
Teams
You
like
can't trade a whole
really-
contract.
I don't think you can in the NFL. Genuinely do not think that's
I
possible
think
in
you
the
could
NFL.
choose how much money you give off to the other team.
I'm curious about that now.
I'm also.
I'm not entirely
I'm not
sure, yeah.
Because I felt like you could take less draft capital for a player to give back, to give them the money.
I can see that being a possibility.
Or like if you
I don't
want to
know
get
though.
a second for T Higgins, the Bengals got to pay for him.
Right.
I don't know how it works.
Well, I'm going to see if I can find out. But what team?
Yeah.
The Bengals suck.
Yeah.
I had the Steelers. Interesting offseason, big decision to make at the quarterback position. I did the easy thing. I brought back Aaron Rodgers, right? So the Steelers' backup quarterback is Will Howard. They didn't have a great pick. They had the 21st pick. I didn't feel comfortable taking a Ty Simpson, Garrett Nussmeier, anyone like that to step in and be the starter. I also didn't want to go out and pay Malik Willis. I feel like the Steelers had other holes to fill. Didn't feel like paying a third-round pick for Mac Jones. I felt like there's just... You could do more with 43-year-old Aaron Rodgers than what the Steelers could do otherwise at this point in time. So I started off the offseason with I signed Aaron Rodgers back. I cut Patrick Queen, Malik Harrison, Jonnu Smith, and Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph's just kind of redundant with Will Howard. There's just no reason to carry that money. I restructured Jalen Ramsey because he makes a ton of money, and we'll worry about it next year. He's the only restructure I had. I made a trade. We have the 21st pick. I traded that. Next year, 3rd round pick, and this year's, I think it's the beginning of the 4th round or end of the 3rd round for the 9th overall pick.
Oh, wow.
So I have
all the way up.
I moved up to the 9th overall pick.
Who was that,
for the
9?
Steelers.
Who was that,
It
9?
was the Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
So I started off free agency. I addressed the secondary. I picked up Jaquan Brisker, 1 year, $13 million. Gave him a high AAV for 1 year. Eric Stokes, I gave him a 3-year, $12 million contract. I feel like the secondary just didn't perform well towards the end of the year for the Steelers. They kind of fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
Brought back Asante Samuel for not that much money. Brought in Cole Holcomb and Kevin Zeitler. Thought those were two positions
I like that.
Yeah.
they definitely needed to bolster up. Oh, those are couches. I brought in Andrew Billings, Tutu Atwell, Joshua Nijman, a bunch of depth
Sure.
pieces. And then the interesting part, I went on to the draft. I took Mekhi Lemon with the 9th overall pick.
Word.
Pairing
After
him-
all that shit talk.
Yeah, I was preparing me to take Mekhi Lemon. I'm a two-faced. I'm a
After
two-faced
all
boy.
that shit
I
talk,
know.
you traded
know.
up for him.
I did. I traded up for Mekhi Lemon to pair him up with DK Metcalf. I mean, it was very clear that Aaron Rodgers struggled with having weapons at the end of last year. Like, bro, we were watching Ben Skoranek. We were watching Scotty Miller. We were watching
Thielen.
Adam
Calvin Austin.
Thielen,
Corpse of Adam
Calvin
Thielen,
Austin.
yeah.
Like, Calvin Austin was their
MVS.
best receiver.
MVS.
Like, it's honestly a miracle that the Steelers squeaked their way into the playoffs last season.
Goal line
And
fade to MVS.
needs to be addressed,
Yeah.
obviously. So my answer to that was Mekhi Lemon. I also took Jacob Rodriguez in the 2nd round.
Of the
I thought that he honestly could be a 1st-round talent,
Yes.
but just because he's a linebacker, he's going to fall a little bit. Jacob Rodriguez was in Heisman talks for a little while. Jacob Rodriguez is a great linebacker. I think he could be, in the future, the head of their defense. And, I took a couple O-linemen. I took Tacario Davis in the 4th round. I also took Drew Aller in the 4th round. They have 2 4th-round picks this year,
Hell
the
yeah.
Steelers.
Might as well.
Took Drew Aller. Why not? Have him sit behind Aaron Rodgers for a year.
Pennsylvania
See what
guy.
happens.
Yeah, Penn
Pennsylvania
State,
guy
right?
staying at PA.
I can see that.
Guys that I don't know towards the end of the draft too.
I think you did a great job with the Steelers.
Yeah.
I don't know that they'll even need to trade up for Lemon.
I was about to say that.
You think he'll
Think
fall
they
at
could
21?
I think it's possible. It really depends how this all shakes out, though. Like, if he's NFL team's wide receiver 3, then yeah. If NFL teams think he's the wide receiver 1 in the draft, then no.
Yeah.
I agree.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's just this draft sim kept taking Carnell Tate mad
That
early.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get
It does that every
Or
single
else I
time.
probably would.
I could see Lemon being there at 21.
I think they could get a good receiver at 21,
Yeah.
regardless.
I think one of the 3 will be there
Yeah,
at
yeah,
21, right?
I don't think they're worth trading up for either, to be quite honest, and wasting future picks. But yeah, no,
I kind
like
of really like these guys like that aren't those 3. I feel like they all have their Boston, Concepcion,
I'm a big
Jalen
Zachariah Branch
Lane,
guy.
like
everybody loves Zach
Zachariah
Branch.
Zach Branch.
Everybody loves Zach Branch.
No. No.
Why?
I don't think he's a great receiver.
I like Zachariah Branch. Like, he was fun to watch, but like he's not.
He's
I
on
don't-
NFL.
I don't think so. Do you see the thing, like the tweet with his like route tree and shit? It was like
No.
he only ran screen route.
Yes.
Like that's his only route. That's his route tree, like bubble screens,
That's crazy.
which he's great at.
Yeah.
But like that, he's not
It's not good.
an NFL receiver. Like
He'll probably be a kicker.
I was gonna say he's like a
Yeah.
returner gadget guy, like at best,
Yeah.
No,
Is there
which is cool and fun, and there's a place for those.
Yeah.
But
I brought him to 2 Heisman trophies in NCAA last year. He was my guy.
98 speed or some shit.
I got him up to a 99, and I also got him up to a 97 overall.
Wow.
in
Yeah,
college
I mean,
football.
that'll
I
do
threw him the ball every play. Right, Chris? Every
Every
play.
play.
Every play.
Deep every play.
Zach Branch was the best ever.
Yeah. I mean,
Is there any word on Rodgers coming back? Or is he just like
They said
dragging it
they're
out?
going to let him make the decision again, but they don't foresee it going as long as it did last year, so we'll see. You would if you're the Steelers, you probably would say to Aaron, like, hey, can we just decide before the draft, please?
Right.
Because,
Yeah. Let us
I
know
think
what
he's
we're
going
doing.
to.
yeah.
And I think he will return.
I think he's back too.
I think so.
I think he would have said so. I think he would have said, like, hey, hanging him up, I'm done.
Yeah.
I feel like it went so well too. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not give it another go?
So they brought in McCarthy,
yeah.
right? Like,
True.
It all makes sense.
True.
Right?
Why
for him to
not?
come
Yeah,
back.
why not give it another go?
I mean, yeah, that's another point that we didn't even bring up. This is their first off season of not having Mike Tomlin in what, 18 years?
Yeah.
Close to
Something like that,
20
yeah.
years. Like, that's crazy. So I like the McCarthy hiring too. I kind of like that as a hire.
Surprised
for
they
them,
didn't bring in Nate Hackett, considering he got an OC job.
Bruh,
Insane.
Can't believe he got an OC job.
Insanity.
dude fucking sucks.
Insanity.
Oh my God. But yeah, no, I think the Steelers improved a bunch, but probably as per usual with Pittsburgh, 10 wins.
It's
Right
weird
back to
when you're
9 and 8,
doing
10 and
this,
7. Yeah.
when we're doing these stick to the model things, like 40 mil cap space, like what they have the 8th or 9th most cap space in the league. It's really not that much.
No, it's
not a
When
lot.
you're going through
It
and you
flies,
have to re-sign
bro.
your own players,
Yes.
like
That's Phil Russell.
you can't
bro.
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
anything actually.
Like the Lions, I have like 3 linebackers on the roster. I don't know how they're going to do it.
And then you
I don't think I
draft
even have a
players.
backup quarterback.
You do the draft and that costs you like 40 million.
Right.
So what do? You just have to release all these players every year.
Yeah, it's the business.
It's crazy.
It is. And the cap actually went up to, I think, 307
301.
million. Yeah, 301. There it is. So it's just going to keep happening every year. But regardless, it's never enough cap space because these contracts are also flying up. So
Right. Cap goes up, contracts get bigger.
That's why these dudes typically like don't let their guys hit the open market.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
bring them back, push money down the line, all whole 9 yards, and there's
Exactly.
not, like big. I mean, they're doing the same thing in the NBA nowadays, though. Too that kind of changed. Like big guys don't hit the open
Nope.
market in the NBA anymore.
Yeah.
That's why we see so many blockbusters.
Yeah.
exactly. The only way to get superstars is by trading them.
I think that's more exciting, personally.
I miss the days of NBA free agency being crazy.
I definitely miss it, but it's just like more intelligent from a
Yes.
management perspective. Don't let your guys walk for nothing. Go
Right.
Fuck yourself.
Well, the NBA was getting too crazy with like
Yeah.
player movement, and you want your players to stay your players, like ideally, right?
The thing is with the NBA, like the guys make more money if they sign with the team they're on.
Right.
So they
Yeah.
sign and then
They make way
and then
more
bitch
money.
and complain.
And so
Yep.
they get the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make way more money.
Right.
Exactly.
Or if you're Giannis, you sign a deal with Kalshi and then say you want to get traded and then make a ton of money.
That's insane.
And bitch and complain.
And then, yeah.
And bitch and complain.
But then once you get your 25 mil, then you say, nah, I'm good.
books for life. Yeah, all right, bro.
And still bitch and complain
Right.
somehow.
Right.
So, yeah.
I'm down.
Or you get paid, then you suck. Then they pay you all that money, and then you go sign with somebody else.
And then you
Like,
buy
they
a
give you
penthouse
more
in New
money.
York City just for the bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess when you have that type of money,
Just for
you
the
can
bit.
do things just for the bit.
Just
Why
for
not let
the.
it
Just for the
fly?
bit.
You can do things just for the bit, honestly. But yeah. So to the final team in the AFC North, the Cleveland Browns, there was absolutely nothing I could do. Obviously, the Deshaun Watson situation is still a thing. That contract's still a thing.
You call it a situation?
Situation.
It should be. It should.
It-
It is a
It
situation.
is. It is one.
Yeah, it's just,
I've never heard that.
Just situation. So it's unfortunate, and that's not coming off the books for a good year or two.
I think next year they can
They maybe can release him with some
release.
sort of fucking relief, yeah. But as for now, they are screwed. They can't restructure really.
Oh, shoot.
What?
David Montgomery's going to the Texans.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Lions are trading David Montgomery to the Texans. That's
For
cool.
a 5th round pick.
Wow.
Yo, that's actually pretty awesome for Dynasty.
Woody Marks in the dumps.
Wow. I have Monty. That's amazing. That's awesome. Fuck
Good for you.
Gibbs. Thank God. Finally, get away from him. Yeah, no, but back to the Browns. They suck, and there's no restructures I could do. There was dead ass no moves I made in free agency.
You didn't sign a single person?
I
for
signed
agency?
depth pieces. I've re-signed a couple guys. It was because there aren't many guys that are important pieces of the
Yeah,
roster
yeah.
that need contracts either.
Bring back in Joker.
So-
The Texans turned Titus Howard into David Montgomery.
Yes,
That's so bad.
so bad.
That is so bad.
Oh, yeah,
What
because they
is
traded
wrong-
Titus Howard for a 5th, right?
Yeah,
That's
that's
ridiculous.
so bad. That is such bad general managing.
They're like, hey, we have one guy on our offensive line
yeah, who
that
the
can
fuck's
actually
gonna
protect our
block for David
quarterback.
Montgomery, buddy? How the fuck's he getting yards, bud? The fuck?
Get a Woody Marks
What?
block for him.
Lead blocker.
Woody Marks playing fullback. Fullback.
Put Nick Chubb at left tackle. Nick Chubb at left tackle, Joe Mixon at right tackle, Woody Marks at fullback.
Davis Mills' neck at center.
Dave
Oh,
Montgomery.
Jesus Christ.
Run up the middle. That's terrible. What
Run up the middle.
the fuck? That's so bad.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're building a team of running backs, honestly.
They have Mixon, Marks. We're going to cut Mixon, obviously. But
Chubb is a free agent, I think, too. But
wow.
yeah, nah.
They have all the washed running backs.
Monty and Marks, just as good as Monty and Gibbs. When you really think about
Go
it.
from Sonic and Knuckles. to-
Knuckles.
Ass and cheeks. So,
Just Nick and Knuckles, bro. That's Sonic.
Nick and Uckles.
oh, man. Yeah, no, that's the Browns off season. Then you go to the draft, and they have some picks. They have 2 first-round picks. I took with their first pick, I took Mansour Delane. After trading Denzel Ward to stay consistent with the rebuild still, I traded him to the Los Angeles Rams, as I said I would. So they got an extra second-round pick out of that, too. For them, it was just filling holes. Obviously, they just traded for Titus Howard, so that changed my draft plan originally. I was going to take Francis Maligoa with the 6th pick. I ended up, let me just preface this by saying that if Downs or Sonny Styles are there, they will be the pick, in my personal opinion. No matter what, you just take the best player available. But yeah, I took Mansour Delane, and then the 21st pick, I took another offensive tackle out of Utah. What's his name? I forget his name, but regardless, he's the other offensive tackle, the left tackle there. And then they had 2 second-round picks. I also took 2 guards. So yeah, offensive line. They need offensive line help because all of them are free agents this offseason, basically. But yeah, and then Jack Conklin might retire. So
Their O-line used to be really good.
used to be great, and now they're all old, washed, and had to leave, and they're leaving. So yeah, the Browns suck. They're cooked.
Yeah, I mean,
It could be worse.
Could
be
it?
worse? I think so. I think once this Deshaun shit's like not this in the immediate future, like after that's all done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, they had a home run draft class last year.
They did.
They had knocked the draft out of the park again this year. Like they're not a bad spot.
No, I agree.
I mean, shit. If
They still
they got,
don't have a quarterback.
they got
I was going to say, you're going into the season with Shedeur.
Yes, you're seeing what Shedeur's got.
That's fair.
Absolutely, you are. Yeah.
yeah. If
You
anything,
taking anybody
that's
late
it.
round? You're taking a...
I took a flyer on Drew Aller.
I think we probably all took Drew Aller at some point, right?
I took a flyer on Drew Aller, but it doesn't really make
Have Lamar
sense
and go.
for them in a way either. Because you really do have Shedeur, Gabriel, still have Watson on the roster.
Gabriel's not a starting quarterback.
No, but he's on the roster. And they drafted him in the 3rd round. Can't cut a former 3rd-round pick because then you're just an idiot. Why'd you draft him in the first fucking
Why
place?
did they draft him in the first place?
It's a good
They
question.
definitely didn't. They wanted him over Shedeur, and then I think they didn't expect Shedeur to be there in the 5th when they
Yeah.
took him. So they were just
Or
like,
to
all
be
right, yeah,
better at all.
yeah,
They didn't expect him to be better.
yeah.
Yeah, so you're rolling with Shedeur next season. It's just
Yikes.
that simple. That's it. I mean, it's not a yikes because it's like you suck, then you get a top pick in the 27 draft. Hopefully some of your
Yeah,
young
I
guys
guess.
are actually really good, and then you could just plug and play a quarterback the following year. Could be. You're
Yeah,
right.
I mean the
Could be
Browns
worse.
have
Yeah.
the Browns have no problem being the worst team in the league.
They're the best at it.
So, yeah. So like,
Historically, yeah.
what's
So-
one more year? You know what I'm
right?
saying?
Yeah,
Like, be the worst
100%.
for one more year and go get fucking Arch.
Yeah. Plan is just nail the draft.
Yeah.
You got nothing. to do with
I
free
don't
agency.
really think they're in a really like, but there's
Once-
teams that are in worse
Once the
spots.
Deshaun shit is, I agree. Once the Deshaun contract is avoidable, he's just got all the bad juju with him too. Like nothing's gonna go well while he's there.
No. Not
But
at all.
you have a ton of young talent. You have draft picks. If you trade Denzel Ward, you get an extra pick this year too. Like
Sucks they let Jim Schwartz walk,
Yeah.
but I guess if it was that or make him head coach, then
Yeah.
Todd Monken.
Todd Monken. It's just such a failure.
All right.
It just has failure written all over it.
Yep.
Like regardless of how even if you like Todd Monken, like it's
The
just
Browns.
not
not
gonna work.
happening, bro.
With
It's
the
never
Browns?
gonna work. Yeah.
You could have liked Todd Monken with a number of other teams.
Right.
He's a
Use that
Browns
Lamar
head coach
Jackson
now.
system with Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, man, it's going to work. It's going to work. Maybe Shedeur's that guy. Who knows? You never know.
Harold Fannin is, though.
Harold Fannin definitely is that guy. Yes. I'll send it back now with the NFC North. And for me, the team was the Green Bay Packers. Another team can't really create any cap space at all. They can do a couple restructures, very minimal though. And then my number one priority for them was get Rasheed Walker back under all circumstances. You do not let a top-tier left tackle in the NFL walk. It's that simple. Make sure you get him back and go from there. The Packers did not have their first-round pick this year, so that was a bit of a problem, but obviously that first-round pick is Micah Parsons, makes them feel a little bit better about it. Then the second round, they are such a weird team because their needs are like corner, obviously, but the board doesn't shake that way for them. And then the rest of the roster is actually really talented when healthy. So it was I took interior defensive lineman from Penn State who ran a ridiculous 40, by the way, 290 pounds. Zane Durant ran I think a 4.6, which is just fucking insane. And
4.6?
Yes. God. Ran a 4.6 at 290 pounds. Some of these dudes, when we were talking about it before, are just athletic freaks. This is one of the greatest draft classes in terms of that I've ever seen. So, yeah, I felt like interior defensive line for the Packers. And, re-signed Quay Walker as well. That was pretty much all I did for the Packers.
Nothing at receiver?
No, because, what else are we going to do at receiver at this point? Throw shit at the wall and hope it sticks? You drafted Matthew Golden in the first round last year, and you didn't even use him. So let's give the guys that we have in-house. Romeo Doubs walked, by the way.
Yeah.
Because he's going to get way too much money. I expected that. They have receivers. It's just do something with them at this point. So Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Dontavion Wicks, you're rolling into the season with them next year, and you're going from there. So Tucker Kraft hopefully gets back.
Yeah, I was going to say, Tucker Kraft's healthy. Micah Parsons is back. It's a different season for them.
100%.
Yeah.
Their offseason is honestly just pray that they come back healthy. That's it.
Their interior D-line was good when Wyatt played.
It was solid with Wyatt. But it could use some help.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, of course,
edge depth.
Edge depth, too, especially with the Micah injury. You probably don't want to bring him back in the first week of the season and say, you're going to play 100% of the snaps, so edge depth would help, but that's for every team, too. So, yeah, there was nothing they could do, really. Maybe trade for Denzel Ward. They're another team.
I'd be kind of shocked if they don't address cornerback room whatsoever, but other than that,
they don't have a pick in the first round. That's
I know that.
Signed Nate Hobbs last year too. They paid him a lot of money
somewhere down the board. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I saw Rasheed Walker a few times while we were doing these, but I never pressed the button because I was like, the Packers have to bring him back.
Have to. Franchise tag if you have to. You cannot lose one of the best left tackles in the NFL. You absolutely cannot.
But I mean, Packers are a pretty loaded roster. They don't have many holes, so. Not much. They made their splash last offseason. So.
Exactly. There was nothing for them to do this offseason.
Need to stay healthy.
Bring your guys back. That's it. Run it back. Run it back with health.
Did they pay LaFleur? Did they extend him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They did. Nick, you have me a water, please? All good? Cool.
Good.
Yeah. So, any thoughts on Packers next year if they're fully healthy? I know you hate the hype train on the Packers.
Yeah, I always hate the hype train on the Packers. It's just not fun. Shout out Mike O'Neal, though. A fan of the BallGame Podcast.
I think their offense just isn't good enough.
Yeah.
They just lack the talent at receiver. Josh Jacobs is aging. Tucker Kraft's coming off a torn ACL. Jordan Love's been underwhelming. Maybe a little underrated, but still
Jordan
underwhelming.
Love's good.
He's good.
Oh, so strange. He's good, but then he's not.
Then he's amazing.
Hard.
He's inconsistent.
It's so hard to evaluate Jordan Love.
And then Michael Floor's play calling's getting stale.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like
with the Packers because they don't have a first-round pick and they would never do it even if they did. Carnell Tate would be so fucking good on this team.
Yes.
Carnell Tate would fucking change everything for the Packers, bro. He'd be damn near an all-pro as a fucking rookie, bro. He'd be a god with Jordan Love.
Yeah. I
agree. Fits like
a glove.
Like the prototype wide receiver outside guy. He'd be so good here, but...
And it's just tough in the NFC because now you have the Bears who are probably bona fide division winners, probably going to be perennial division winners. I don't see a team like the Packers dethroning them either.
Still got the
Lions will
there,
be better.
too, yeah.
Lions will be
I
better.
mean, the Packers were right there, bro.
Yeah.
Vikings can't be worse.
Yeah, like I said, Packers, if Tucker Kraft doesn't get hurt and Parsons stays healthy the whole season, it's a different season for them.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the
Yeah.
Packers were at borderline a Super Bowl contender. Like,
Yeah.
I fully believe they were.
I just don't think their offense
I
as it
agree.
stands
I agree.
brings them over the hump.
I
I
agree.
agree.
And if the moves are, if it's that locked that they can't make a ton of moves anyway and they're going to lose Dobbs, I don't see it getting better.
I get that. I just you kind of hope that it's
Golden.
internal
Has to be.
development. Yeah.
Has to
Like
be.
you drafted Matthew Golden in the first round last year.
just
Whatever
feel
you
like
think about him,
Wicks was really good this year when
He
he,
was.
got
he
hurt.
was. I don't know
Like
why
I know,
they didn't play him
Wicks. Yeah, Wicks is funny, but because he had those drop issues, but he was really good this year. Like he kind of cleaned that up
Yeah,
a lot.
he
He
did,
just wasn't getting burned.
You just look at the other guys that they've developed, and it's like, all right, well, Jaden Reed had 11 touchdowns his rookie year and hasn't done anything since then. All right, you got Christian Watson, who, not his fault, can't stay healthy.
He's awesome when he's on the
You know,
field,
Matthew
though.
Golden didn't play last year. It's like, all right, well, you have all these receivers who are like mid to good receivers that all don't really produce.
I think the Josh Jacobs thing is concerning.
I was just going to
Like,
say
I
that
know-
too.
taking a step
Yeah, I know your whole thing with him is he was just hurt, which he was hurt, but he took a big step back, playing hurt,
Yeah.
and he's just older,
What happened now?
The Lions got a 4th round pick, Juice Scruggs,
And a 7.
and a 7th.
Yo, again, the Texans hate offensive linemen.
What the hell? They traded away an offensive
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They hate
They
them.
traded away 2 offensive linemen today. Like their starting right tackle, who was the best player on their offensive line,
And Scruggs,
For a
who was
5th
getting
round
burned.
pick, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mad good GM. What was I saying?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Jacobs, yeah, I think Jacobs is he might be cooked, bro.
He could be. He could be.
I don't feel that's one of my favorite players. I love Josh Jacobs is my guy, but I fear the ship may have sailed, that's a problem for them.
Yeah,
Because they relied on him a lot.
for sure.
So,
Outside of him, it's Emmanuel Wilson.
yeah.
Good luck.
Emmanuel Wilson was good for them when he played last year. Granted.
He's not a starting running back though.
I mean,
It hurt their offense
They
a
could
lot
easily, I
once
think.
Jacobs took a step back and was
Yeah.
dealing with
They
that
might draft
injury.
one.
I could see that.
probably could draft one.
I don't know. They could have gotten David Montgomery for a 4th, 7th, and Juice Scruggs,
It's a 4th round pick for David Montgomery is fucking crazy.
and then more on top of it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I know
A
it's
5th
7th.
was-
I know it's a 7th, but come on. You did
Like, what was the point? Yeah,
No need for that.
literally.
They probably would have said yes to a 4th, but the Texans were just like, nah, we'll give you more.
Texans were like, we won't do it unless you take a 7th round pick from us too.
You earned it.
Please.
You earned it. All right. Speaking of the Lions, who you do, correct, Tom?
Yep, I had the Detroit Lions, and again another boring one. I restructured Goff, Penei Sewell, and Amon-Ra. I don't know how realistic it is to restructure 3 guys in the same offseason, but you have to. You just got to push money down the line. Cut Graham Glasgow. See you later. Again, boring moves. Brought back Anzalone and DJ Reader on 1-year deals. Brought in Dante Fowler. Brought in Isaac Sumalo because I felt like the biggest need for the Lions was interior offensive line. They missed Zeitler last year, and they even could bring him back, but I went with Sumalo. And I signed Jamel Dean to a 2-year, $34 million deal.
You signed Jamel Dean everywhere.
Do I?
Yeah, I think
Where
that's
else
like
did I
the
sign
3rd
him?
or 4th team
No.
that you signed Jamel Dean to.
Definitely brought him back to the
I brought him back
Bucs.
to the Bucs, yeah.
His name popped up one more.
Yeah, I think so.
It's all right, bro.
You gotta
Big
do what you
Jamel
gotta
Dean
do.
guy, bro.
Clone some of these guys.
Gotta
bro.
do what you gotta. He was
How
great
they
last year.
always on fucking 5 teams right now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, imagine
our
we did this
fantasy
that
league.
in depth, where we
I
we're actually
try to-
competing with each other.
I try to especially the moves I make. I
Me
try to
too.
not overlap them, and I try to keep some of the moves you guys make in mind. But
Oh no, I overlap.
no, yeah, we
know.
Yeah, no,
we
I
know.
overlap.
I overlap as well. You're gonna love my draft.
I try not to overlap. I try not to overlap with mine specifically.
Yeah,
you
that's
guys, I'm not. Imagine we did that one year.
Bro,
That'd be crazy.
A really
keep track
fucking
of it.
yo.
We
That's-
probably should.
That's for when we
but,
have
yeah.
interns.
Yeah,
That'd be cool as fuck.
P-Lou,
honestly.
bro.
One day.
P-Lou
We'll
would
do that.
love that. Keep track of that shit. Trunks?
Chunks.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah. So Jamad McCoy, corner at 17, and then Jake Golday a linebacker in the second round. Needed some depth there. Yeah, it's pretty cut and dry for the Lions. They're one of the better rosters in the NFL. Their skill positions are fine. They've got their quarterback. So, like I said, interior O-line I think is a point of emphasis, and corners. I don't know what they're doing with Terrion Arnold, but we'll see.
Yeah.
There are Crosby rumors, but I don't know how valid
That'd be
those are.
sick.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sick.
How does that even work logistically?
It just doesn't, because then
Did you try? Like, did you look at it?
so I looked into it. They, at this point in time, they have to pay 4 guys from the 2023 draft class. Amon-Ra Sewell was in that?
Yeah.
McNeil, I think. And I think there was someone else. And then they'd also have to pay Crosby. So, like, they're just going to let all their best players walk. Their defense would literally just be Hutchinson and Crosby. Which
Not a bad
better than
Sick start.
better than most than what most people have, but yeah.
Branch.
Yeah.
With
Ryan Branch.
them?
Or Kirby
was-
Joseph.
No,
It was
he
one
the
of
year
them.
after. He was the year after. He was with Gibbs.
Branch?
Yeah.
Yeah, Branch.
Second round with
So
Gibbs.
yeah, I think it was Kirby.
Yeah, I mean,
Which, like, you got to let all those guys walk.
you
if you
can't do that.
no.
You can't do that.
Just
I'm
can't.
sure there's a way that they get back like 2 or 3 of them
Yeah.
and can
Yeah.
get Crosby, but like it'd be tough. But it's a
Yeah.
good thing we don't get paid for those.
The Lions are in a rough spot. The Lions are one of those teams that they're not gonna like what I say about the Lions, because they don't like when I do this. The first time ever was when I said RJ Barrett peaked as a 23-year-old, and I was right.
Yep.
The Lions window is closed. It's closed. I think the holes that opened up last year aren't getting filled this offseason, and certain guys are just getting older. I hate them getting Drew Petzing. I hate it. I hate it. I hate
Yeah.
it. I hate it so bad.
I don't know what division
I
is
hate it.
there.
I hate it so bad. The offensive line is just like slowly decimating, and it's tough to fill. And you're just not winning a Super Bowl with Jared Goff either. So it's
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I just feel like the Lions are what they are. They're
Yeah.
not
I think they could get back to the playoffs.
100%.
Yeah, you
I
got to
think
start paying.
Paying these guys,
Best receiver, it's like-
it's rough.
I think I saw that Taylor Decker was considering retirement,
Yeah.
too, which means that if he's playing, well, he is playing this season,
Yeah.
but he's definitely retiring after this year then. So
Yeah, the Lions are in a rough spot, bro.
Yeah,
I
and then
feel
they're gonna
like
have to pay Gibbs at
they
some
had
point,
their
too.
window, and
It sucks 'cause they were so fun.
they were.
They were.
They'll continue to be
Yeah.
fun, but you Gibbs and Amon-Ra, like
And then their defense died last year.
Yeah,
year
that
before- year before
that
last.
really sucked. because,
Laporta too. Like, is Laporta even gonna be like good to go?
I think he will be ready for next season, is what I saw.
His shit was like
Bad.
really serious.
Really-
Career
Yeah.
threatening.
Yeah,
bad. Yeah. So
Yeah, they're in a rough spot, especially in that division. Like, I don't know, bro.
this division's only going to get better,
And like
is what I expect.
the NFC in general, like they're just not
It's
Seattle.
loaded, yeah.
Yeah, they're not the Rams. Like, and then you add in the Goff stuff too. Like Goff with a less than elite offensive line is never gonna win a Super Bowl. You know, so
Yeah, no, they got to smash the interior offensive line and then pray. Another team, like, it's tough,
Yeah.
but
Moving on to the Bears, team that has a smashing interior offensive line.
Probably didn't have to do much.
The Bears are fucking loaded. Like, when I was doing this and I was just looking at their roster is insane. There wasn't much to do. We cut DJ Moore. I just think the ship has sailed. It's gonna fuck us a year from now, us Chicago Bears, because we're gonna eat a lot of that money next year. But it opened up $24 million for us this year, so why not? I just think that ship's just sailed. Like,
Yeah.
you have Rome, you have Luth. He's a weird dude. Like, I just think it's over there. I
Tried
don't-
in the backfield, it didn't work. It's
Yeah.
just like weird.
Like, maybe he had a good couple games to end the season, but then just like the last player season being what it was with
Yep.
him, like, it's just like
he also disappeared for a few games too.
yeah,
so
100%.
yeah.
We restructured Montez Sweat and Jalen Johnson, saving us about $14 million for this year. We extended Tremaine Edmonds. We gave DeAndre Swift a 1-year extension at about $8.5 mil. I
Take
feel
it.
like that's fine. Keep him around. 1-2 punch with Monungai. And then we also extended Darnell Wright. And then in terms of re-signings, I don't know if this actually happens like this in real life, but I feel like the three of them were so damn good. It's 3 safeties, so it's like, will they bring back all 3 of them? Probably not, but they were so damn good. So I brought back Brisker on 2 years, 14 a year, which is a lot, but he was so fucking good for them.
Good, yeah. Especially in the playoffs.
Kevin Byard, Tajay's boy, we brought back on 1 year, $4 million, and then
KB
was also
and then CJ Gardner-Johnson we brought back on 1 year, $5 million. I feel like the 3 of them just all played at different points. So like you should try to get all 3 of them back, but I doubt it. Brisker's obviously the important one there. We brought back Devin Duvernay at 1.8 to return kicks, and then
he's good at it.
We took a risk on Mr. Jalen Phillips at 1 year, $8 million. I'm hearing he's going to get more than that. That's what I'm hearing through the grapevine.
I thought about it with...
I think it's just stupid.
Yeah.
Can't say healthy. Love Jalen Phillips when he's on the field, but...
Yeah, but 8... Even if you do a 2-year deal, like, he should be getting more than $8 million. Like,
$8 million is a steal.
$8 million is crazy for a guy.
So we have...
He'll probably get more than 1 year, too, if I'm being honest.
I agree. I think a team will take the shot. I think a team's going to go 2 years.
Just for the sake of bidding. You know what I mean? Not that he's worth that, but like,
I don't know.
Edge rusher's so like it's not. They don't grow on trees.
No, exactly. I know that. He just, I mean, he can't stay on the field, bro. Like
he was so good with the Eagles, though.
He was good.
He's great when he's healthy.
Yeah. We have $5 million left over after all this, so let's just say for Jalen Phillips, we get it to 1 year.
Probably restructure a guy.
1 year, 13, 14, we'll call it. Whatever it is, but fine.
Doesn't matter.
So that's kind of put him alongside Montez Sweat. I mean, that's a big, like, need for this team is another edge, D-line help, I guess, just in general. But other than that, I mean, the offensive line is loaded. Caleb's obviously Caleb, running back room is offense, they're fine, really. Defensively, secondary is fucking loaded. Linebackers with Tremaine Edmonds are good. So in the first round, we took Casey Concepcion at pick 25. He's my wide receiver 4 in the draft as of right now. I think with Ben Johnson, a guy who just likes to get his guys out in space, I think Casey, he's kind of like in that Zay Flowers mold where he's just super shifty, just get him the ball and let him make a play. You have that with Luth, who's kind of in the similar mold, and then you have Rome, who's a true alpha dog, so I really like that for them.
Casey would play more outside?
Probably. I mean, Ben Johnson. Like, he's going to move everyone around. You know what I mean? Like Rome even played some, like, jumbo slot for them here and there. So, like, same thing with Luth. Like, Luth could do, like,
right. Out of those two players, I was just curious.
Luth probably is, like, the primary slot guy, but, like, I feel like Casey Concepcion's, like, kind of like Zay Flowers. So, like, he has like a small slot build, but he's not a slot guy.
He's not a true Y either, right?
Yeah. So I think, but gives Ben Johnson flexibility to move everyone around. We cut DJ Moore, so I guess receiver becomes a position of need a little bit. We took Jacob Rodriguez in the second round. Same sentiment as what you said.
I love him so much.
Probably won't be. I mean, this was pick 57, so like it's a pipe dream. But if he's there, you take him. Trading Stukes from Arizona in the third round, corner. Just get some more corner depth, and then Nick Singleton in the fourth round, just to fire on another running back.
Interesting.
I like it a lot.
Not much needs to be done here.
No.
They're a young team, like internal development's going to be there. You got Ben Johnson, like.
I think the only thing that they should be doing is taking the swings at edge rusher.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The draft board, like, didn't fall for me to, like, they're going to draft an edge.
Yeah. Or they're the team that could be trading for Max Crosby.
They could. I mean, they could afford to like trade some of the picks.
Makes sense too. Like,
to go all in.
You're not paying Caleb yet. Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing for them is like edge rush here, and then like something to kind of fill DJ Moore's spot. But even that isn't that important because you just bring back Olamide Zaccheaus, who was really good for them in spurts too.
Right.
When he caught the ball.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. I think it's just defensive end.
Yeah.
Go get an edge rusher and they should be good. But yeah, this is a stacked division, man.
Yeah, it's I know we always say like the one score wins thing. Like they had a bunch of one score wins, so will it carry over? Probably not. But I still think they're like you said, they're loaded, dude. Like their roster is so
insane,
good,
bro.
Yeah, like it wasn't a fluke. My point
Yeah.
was that they, you know what I mean? Like they're actually a great team.
They will also have a lot of improvement
Yeah.
too. So like it's not even like looking at those 1-score wins. It's like your quarterback itself is going to probably
Right.
take another step, and that's going to make you like
Right.
an unstoppable team.
The defense was bad all in all, but also like Jalen Johnson missed damn near half of the year, and they were much better when he got back. He was also like easing back in, like he wasn't even that great, but like he's a top 5 corner in the league.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you basically getting a top 5 cornerback who essentially wasn't there last year. So
Yeah.
all those other guys in the secondary took a step forward once he came back, like the second half of the year too. Tyreek Stevenson, Brisker, all of them. So they're fucking loaded, dude.
Yeah.
Super Bowl contender.
Yeah.
The Vikings.
This is a fun one.
They're negative $45 million.
That's why it's fun.
So I started out. I mean, they could did this in real life. Cut Aaron Jones, Yvonne Hargrave.
So I don't think they did it yet, but it's like
They're
Foregone
complied.
They don't get a
they're
trade.
they're like
yeah.
trying to trade him, but
I
I
did.
fuck's trading for Aaron Jones.
So that cleared about
Texans.
20. That cleared up about 20. I'm still minus 25.
Nice.
So the only thing to do is restructure everybody that needs a restructure. Kick the can down the line. Restructure Justin Jefferson, Christian Darrisaw, Jonathan Allen, Will Fries, Byron Murphy, Brian O'Neill.
The entire fucking roster.
Good God.
That left me with 47 million cap
Nice.
space, which still isn't enough.
No, it
You got to
flies.
resign some people, don't you?
Yes.
Yep.
They actually didn't have a ton of guys that they have to resign off their own team, which is good.
Don't
Right.
not. They're fucking paying everybody.
The problem with having a guy like JJ McCarthy, right?
9.
The bad quarterback.
He's a bad quarterback.
Yeah.
So what we needed to supplement that, need to bring in a veteran quarterback to sit behind him, which is, in my case, Joe Flacco.
Love that.
Wow.
Sucks. Don't know what else you wanted me to do.
Joey Flack, baby.
Joey Flack coming to Minnesota. Probably starts by midseason. I brought in Gabe Davis.
Wow.
Because, I forgot to mention, I traded Jordan Addison for a late second to the Patriots. It's getting to the point where you're probably going to need to pay Jordan
I
Addison.
think they have to pay him
soon.
next year. Yeah.
And
Patriots love problematic
You are
receivers.
already paying Justin Jefferson. I'd rather get the second now than wait. I know this hurts you in the short term, but I just feel like there's not much to do if you're the Vikings. I don't know. I wasn't comfortable with keeping him.
I like that.
I like Jalen
Yeah.
Naylor a lot, actually.
I let him walk.
Oh. See ya.
Gabe
welcome.
Davis.
Gabe Davis.
He's a depth piece. I'll show you what I'm going to do.
I think before we get into that, I think Jordan Addison is like the odd man out here. Like I wouldn't
agree.
be shocked if they look to trade, especially because he has all the off the field shenanigans.
It's just
And I
the
thought
problem.
I thought the Patriots made sense for
I think that makes a lot of sense.
The problem is, what team wants to take a shot on him after all this now?
Patriots.
Patriots probably. I brought in Matt Milano, Jordan Poyer, a couple veteran pieces on defense.
Minnesota Bills.
Minnesota
yeah.
Bills.
Man, this team in like 2015 would have been fucking Joe Flacco with these
No.
guys. With Gabe Davis.
And then in the draft, I have a second team taking Mekhi Lemon.
Nice.
Nice.
The Vikings take Mekhi Lemon on top of the Steelers also taking him. Second round, I went Jadarian Price. After cutting Aaron Jones, I felt like I needed a running back. Out of Notre Dame, Jadarian Price backed up Jeremiah Love. Then I took Genesis Smith in the second round as a safety. Need some safety help. I also took Drew Aller in this draft, too. If he's going to be there, I'm going to take him.
Why
If
not?
you're the Vikings, you don't have many options. J.J. McCarthy, I don't believe is the answer. I think Drew Aller could even have more upside in a way. So,
Man, 9's going to prove to all you guys.
Oh, the shoots are saying, you know how you say like Eli Manning was failed by his team, bro? They're saying that about Drew Aller. They're saying there's never been a college quarterback more failed by his system and surrounding pieces. That's what the streets are saying.
I hope the Jets
Uh,
take a chance on him, bro.
Don't know about that one.
It's not what I'm saying.
Wait. Oh, Jets take a chance on Drew Aller?
Yeah, bro.
He's got all the physical traits.
Well, so, like, here's the thing. He was first-round talent until he tore his ACL.
No, he wasn't getting drafted first round, though. He wasn't. Because he had a terrible season this year. Like, terrible. Penn State was
How many games did
awful.
he play?
He played 9 games, I'm pretty sure. They were not.
He didn't play that many.
Swear to God he
No,
did.
he did not, bro.
I swear to
How
God. he
ironic.
did.
He's taking
Drew
his
Aller
job and
was
his
not
nickname.
good this year. Penn State was not good this year.
Fired their coach after 3 games.
Yeah, because they
but-
sucked.
Okay. Because Drew Aller sucks, so they fired John Franklin.
Drew Aller was not good, and he was supposed to be in Heisman talks. He was supposed to be a top 5 pick this year. But again, all the physical tools. So we'll see what happens. But how many games did he play?
I'm trying to find out.
It should pop up. Let's see. Does it not tell? Go to game log if you can, and just count them.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what's happening over there, Chris?
Played 6 games.
Okay. And I think they were 3-3. So, the phone charger.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Good call. Good timing. What about his tough treat?
They didn't even let him throw the ball that much.
You could throw it, bro.
You
Fuck
could
it.
toss.
Why not? Why not let that bitch fly?
Anyway, taking him in the 4th round. I don't really care if he doesn't have. He's not a first-round talent. It's fine.
Right.
It's 4th round, bro.
4th round. Who cares? Bro, it looks like an edible package.
It does. It really does.
What phenomenal packaging.
It is really good.
Like,
packaging,
not
to be fair.
sponsored.
The couple times that I've done edibles, it was literally in that same pink package.
Dean, you should tell people your edible story.
Oh, you don't even want to know.
No, I want them to hear it, honestly.
All right, so like every great story, I was by myself.
What a story.
Actually, no. I'll go back even further. I wasn't by myself. I was with our good friend Tony Tizzle.
Nice.
Right, I was driving him home. I think from probably a basketball game or something, and we stopped in Bay Terrace near the pizza place in Intox, wherever that's at, to that smoke shop. She's like, I'm gonna run to get something. I'm like, we were just talking about whatever edibles and whatnot. He goes, you want me to like grab one for like us to split? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I've never done it. So we're sitting in the car. We each pop one. He goes, all right, buddy, be careful. He said, it's going to kick in and like, he says it might not kick in at first, but, just don't freak out. He said, one should be fine. You should be good.
Gotta
I
give
said,
it like an
okay.
hour.
So we both did one. I brought him home. I drove all the way back to Jersey, hoping that it didn't hit me on my drive home. So I'm sitting in my bed. I'm like, dang, like, ain't nothing hitting right now. Like, I'm just sitting
The classic
here.
this edible.
I'm
ain't
like,
shit.
I'm about to watch a movie. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I popped 2 more.
This is where every good edible story
Popped 2
happens.
more.
Yeah.
They were like,
Two more?
they were-
Oh
Two
my
more
God.
is fucking crazy.
they were 400 milligram.
Oh my God.
They were 400 milligram gummy worms. So I popped 2 more. Bro, I go to put on the movie Eternals, and like there's a big opening scene where it's like it's like, bro, that music starts playing, my body starts raising from the bed, bro. I'm like, my bad. Ooh.
What the fuck?
I'm so freaked out. Bro, I'm literally like laying like this, like being lifted to the heavens all the way up, like,
Yo, I think you called me.
I did.
Yeah.
So I start freaking out while I'm like lifted in this raised position. I start seeing all the bad decisions I've ever made in my life.
Oh my
like,
God.
Like it was like a movie, bro. It was like, yeah, you did this and then it caused this because that happened, and now you said this to that person. Like everything I've ever done wrong, I'm seeing in real time. I start to like come to my senses a little bit. I'm like splashing water in my face. I'm over the sink. I'm like, yo, I think I'm dying. I'm like splashing water in my face. I'm like, I call you or I call somebody and you're like, yo, just chill out, bro. I'm like, I can't, bro.
Classic Chris.
I can't.
Classic Chris advice.
You're like, bro, just lay down or something. I'm like, I can't. I'm being lifted into the heavens, bro. I'm like walking, I'm like pacing, I'm like, I don't know what to do, bro. I'm like, I can't go upstairs. My eyes are so red. I didn't have eye drops though. Literally like closed. I was like dying. So anyway, I don't remember falling asleep, but I fall asleep. I woke up at 4 in the afternoon the next day. I didn't
Wait, what time did you fall asleep?
like 11. I slept for like 16 I woke up, I went upstairs, and everybody's eating dinner in my house, bro. My mom goes, "Are you sick?" I said, "Something like that." she's like, "You've been in bed all day." I said, "Yeah, I guess I'm sick. I don't know." My eyes are still like bloodshot
Oh my
red.
God.
The next day, we have a men's league game that night for basketball. I pull up, bro. I'm still high. like 20 hours later. And I pull up, you guys are like, "You all right?" I'm like, "I'm still high from last night, bro." Like, I barely played. I probably had no points, 0 for something from the field.
2 more edibles, bro.
I was like, I got to sit down, guys. I'm taking myself out the game. And I just sat there. It was
my God.
awful.
That's fair.
A whole day.
Yeah. And then I did it one more time just to feel something. I had to sleep in my father's house after like work or something. And I did the same thing. I popped 2 or 3 and I slept till like 5 the next day.
Jesus. The second time wasn't as bad.
It was worse because I felt sick.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it.
Do you guys have edible store? I've never done edibles, so.
Did edibles a couple times. No fun story, honestly. All it did was knock me the fuck out cold.
Nice. Same.
Got in bed, put on TV, knock right out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I took one. I took one.
I only took
I've heard
one
the
also.
story, so
yeah,
like I knew.
exactly.
Yeah. How do
I
you do
popped
that,
2
bro?
more,
2
bro.
more.
After the all-knowing edible guy, Ortiz told you like
He said, "Please don't take more." like you know,
Please don't
Ortiz
take
like
more.
will look out for you, and he'll be like,
Yeah.
"Yo, like he'll warn." Like, I did not listen, bro. It takes a while to kick in, bro.
About an hour.
It was like I felt like it was longer than an hour because I was getting to the point where I was like, "All right, this is actually just
that's the thing, cause like you smoke, like you're high instantly,
insta high."
bro. Yeah. I smoking recently. I have new neighbors, like not like neighbors, like you know how like I'm the first house on the block, so
Yeah.
there's like the corner. So like I park on the side, and I was smoking in my car. It was like 2 a.m, just ripping the bowl, and I forgot to like lower the music, and like low key I was just like jamming out. And then I look, bro, and the guy is just in the window, just staring
my
at
God.
me. Bro. It was scary. I was like, So I closed my window and just hotboxed my car.
Oh, good.
The most
Yeah,
recent one in Seattle, that was a good time.
that was.
That diner was fire.
Yo, that diner was so
That
fucking
was-
good,
Yo,
bro.
that bar
Oh
diner,
my God.
yo, that was the greatest sandwich I've ever had in my
Yo,
life.
oh my
Bro, I
God.
was
That diner was fire.
thrilled. I was like,
Nick did an edible before the diner.
Nick did. Nick was cooked, too. Yeah.
towards the end, you were like waiting for it to kick in.
Yes.
Well, because I did what you did. I ate half of it. And I said, no, fuck it. I mean, no.
Yeah. That diner was either the greatest diner of all time or we were
Yo,
fucking baked.
No,
That
I wasn't
first
high.
night,
That was the
bro.
greatest diner
Yeah.
of all time.
what was this
yeah.
kid? What were you on that first night, bro?
What happened the first night? Oh, you don't need to tell the world what happened that first night. I don't know. I was
You were horned up, bro.
Yeah.
You was horned up, bro.
Yeah. Pete got the worst of it, bro.
I got overtaken, dude. I couldn't move.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
I was like, whoa. You for real?
No,
Are you
him,
serious?
him and Pete were feral in the room. Feral.
What the heck?
They were fucking demons.
Yeah, we were. Pete and I went to war. It was a fun time though. Sorry, Dean. Did I like scar you that moment?
No, you literally scratched my eye. That's how aggressive you were. You broke skin.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He did.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I need to see blood. That's the. All right.
It's the what? It's the what?
Yeah, don't finish that.
What's
sentence.
the end of that?
Don't finish that sentence.
The pain.
Anyways, I do have a question back to your rebuild. Would you see the Vikings potentially trading for Kyler Murray? Would any of us? Because I saw that was a
No, he
rumor out
costs
there.
way too much money.
Can they-
Like,
yeah.
negative
I think
45.
they're gonna drop. They're gonna release him.
Really?
I saw that too.
I think they're gonna cut him.
They'd have to eat
So
so
crazy.
much
Nobody wants
money.
to eat that money.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
one's hungry.
yeah. Nobody's that
I mean,
hungry.
signing him for whatever minimum, sure, I guess.
Would that be
There'd
worth
be a
it?
lot of teams that want to sign
For the
him.
Vikings, yeah.
Steelers
Tyler
could do that.
Madden.
Yeah, I can see the Steelers.
I could see him being good with Minnesota. Honestly.
Could see anybody but JJ McCarthy being good.
Yeah, I mean, Nine will prove you guys wrong. He will.
Why does Drew Aller look like every high school kid ever?
Every frat boy ever.
Look at him. No, I don't believe in him anymore. Look at that head.
Zach Wilson.
Even Zach didn't have that kind of haircut.
No, it's literally the Farrell special right there.
Like what?
All right, well, that was our NFC and AFC North. That was a much shorter one than the other ones because there isn't honestly too much we could do with these teams.
A lot of cut and dry with these teams.
Yeah. Wasn't
Next
much.
one's going to be a long one because there's some teams that, I mean, we know more than the casual fan because we
Right.
watch.
Are you guys gonna have to fight
Yeah.
over the Giants?
We watch day in, day out. Do it together.
We could do it.
Get on a
We do it
FaceTime
together.
call and do it
Yeah.
together.
We can do it together.
Definitely.
That's cool.
And then we'll, take a second team or
Yeah.
take a second team or whatever. Don't matter. But yeah, I'm excited for the AFC NFC East one because real allegiances there.
Right.
All of us have our allegiances in those two divisions, so
Yep.
that'll be a
And
fun
we know
one
more than people who aren't.
That
than the
everyone is,
typical
yeah.
person.
Yes.
Is your
Exactly.
ankle okay?
What?
Why does it look like that?
Oh, this ankle is the one that I fucked up bad.
Why does it
in
look like that
basketball.
on the other side?
Because I fucked it up on both sides.
Bro.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. No.
See that?
So when I it was apparently a high ankle sprain when it happened. This was close to 2 years ago now, and I swear to God, to this day, I think I was fully misdiagnosed because I think I fractured my ankle because it clicks to this day still.
Well, it's sticking out.
That's
Yeah.
what they did with my hand.
Misdiagnosed the shit out of me.
You need to go back to the
They
doctor.
said, "Yo,
That
bro,
doesn't-
you're
that doesn't
good,"
look
and then
right.
fucking called me
It's
3
been
weeks
like that
later,
for
and they were like,
Yo,
Turns out you're not that good.
I'll get it for you.
chocolate chip.
I'll eat it off the ground for you. Don't worry.
So yeah.
Yeah, they were like,
That's
"Nah, bro,
crazy.
I think that shit's actually fractured."
Yeah, when they told me that it was like a high ankle sprain, bro, I kid you not, when that shit happened, I heard a pop. Like the day that it happened, like
You got
when we were
X-rays?
playing. Yeah, got X-rays and everything.
What?
I
They
was
looked
looking
at
at my X-ray the other day in my hand because it's in my urgent care portal. That shit wasn't pretty. Let me see if I can find them.
That's
Oh
awful.
my God! Wait, it might be in the.
If you went to urgent care to do it,
I remember I went to urgent care.
No, I went to the place on Highland Boulevard to get X-rays. What's
They're
it?
so not urgent in the urgent care, bro.
no.
I just
You hear that?
They're so nonchalant. Ew.
That was my ankle.
I don't like that.
That's my ankle. Yeah,
Sounds
is that correct? That's
I
fine.
do that with my ankles too because I have bad ankles. Amanda gets confused.
Mine pop every time. Like every time. I will never forget being at the
Heard that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
at the X-ray place. I thought it was mine for a second. I was at the X-ray place and they're showing me the X-ray of my ankle, and I'm thinking I'm convinced. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get the worst news ever. Legit, whole black and blue up to here, no joke, whole thing. Don't know how. And they tell me, they're like, so there might be this small hairline fracture here, but we don't think it's anything. It could just be the X-ray showing something that's not there. That happens sometimes.
I feel like
I'm
X-rays aren't supposed to do that.
I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you okay. I'm like, but they're like, it's just a high ankle sprain, 4 to 6 weeks. You should be good. Safe to say, I don't think it was a high ankle sprain. I think I fractured my ankle.
Yeah, it looks.
And I can't bend it in certain directions anymore. So,
Ouch.
but I gotta I probably shouldn't put that on camera, because I'm gonna have to go through a whole ass physical and medical exam. So
cut that out.
yeah, it's whatever. Because I could do everything that I want to do anyways, but it's all good. So yeah, it's just it is what it is. I'm able to play sports.
Maybe
I still have.
don't tell them that story.
No, I'm not.
Say it
gonna
was
do
just always like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what I'm gonna do. But I mean, shit. If I'm one of the most athletic people in the thing, what does it matter? What does it matter that my ankle's all fucked up? I'm able to do everything I want.
True.
Just running into a fire and your ankle snaps.
It's not gonna snap though. It's not gonna snap though. It hasn't. Knock on fucking wood for me, please, jeez. But yeah,
I like how you went to knock on this as if it wasn't wood.
it is. It's wood.
Yeah,
It is wood. You're right.
It's like fake wood.
close enough. So is this.
But yeah, so that's my ankle story. Be careful playing basketball, kids. Once you land on someone's foot and your shit goes sideways, like legit to the ground, yeah, it happens. It's all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and follow us on all of our socials. If you watched up to this point, tell us your most serious injury, honestly. Now I'm curious. What's everyone's most serious injury that they've had in their life? What?
It's a good way to go out. Yeah.
Yeah, screw it. Let's see what you got. Yeah, we're back with the AFC and the NFC East probably Thursday. Yeah, and with that,
Ball game.